Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Watcher of Realms video. Hope you're enjoying the Watcher of Realms content. If you are, smash that subscribe button. I know a lot of you watch the videos every day and are not yet subs. Why not? Let's do it. All right, let's get into this. Today I'm going to show you something insane. So as of recently, Watcher changed the login rewards. Yeah, and we managed to get, I can never see where it is. Yeah, here. So on the day, whatever this is, day 28 sign-in, you now get Greed for free. So I actually picked up Greed. It was the first copy I had of him and was like, damn, we're going to test him out and see if he's any good. We already know that generally the free champions that you get in this game are really solid. Wrath I've done a video on, absolutely obscenely good. We get Mary right at the start, who's a really useful control champion. Abomination eventually as part of the fusions are very good. So Watcher do a great job of giving you accessible, very cool epics, I would say. I was taking a look at Greed's kit and it felt like he is like man-made-ish for Gear Raid 1. I was just kind of like absolutely brilliant for Gear Raid 1. Let's take a look at this dude, by the way. Really loving the artwork here. Very, very cool. So I went and took a look at my buckets tier list, which is what I normally do if I'm taking a, like having a think of whether a hero is going to be good. Put in epic mages here. And I mean, overall, he's kind of giving him a B. And he's saying, you know, for AoE arena comes in at an A+. Other areas as well, like gold farming or gold killing in the Void Rift is going to be high level, A+. But I actually feel like Gear Raid 1, he's underrated him, which Bucket doesn't do a lot. But I actually feel like he's at least an S-, if not perhaps just a straight S. He does a lot of damage, and I'm going to show you my team that I've pulled together for Gear Raid 1, some of the later levels, honestly, with very under-geared or averagely geared heroes. So this is something which I think is going to be useful for almost anyone. So my Greed, I have taken to 6-star and promoted. You know, the promotions do help get some bonuses on some of your skills. So the first promotion, you gain improvement to your passive, increasing your attack. And as you go further down, you get a bit more range, which is definitely useful. More stats, more stats, more stats, more stats. And you're probably like, do I need the stat boosts? They really do help, because everything where you're doing percentage attack improvements, percentage improvements, obviously the chunky extras that you get all push towards that extra percentage that you get. I've maxed my skills out. It actually doesn't take too many books to get that done, too many crystals to get it done. His ult is super quick. So he comes in with 200 energy or whatever, and it costs 300. It's very quick to get it back. So his ult here, once you fully booked it, gathers energy and releases a soul orb. Upon hitting a target, deals AoE damage equal to 240% attack. So obviously you're going to want a decent attack number to get a decent hit here. But I do suggest you do build him with 100% crit if you can as well. Makes a big difference. Also creates a purgatory that can either slow, which is reducing movement speed on all enemies in range, or deal more AoE damage per second. So it's like a ticking bomb going off. Lasts for 8 seconds, and airborne units get less damage. Is A1 here, or is kind of first basic, deals 110% AoE damage again to multiple enemies in range. 50% chance of increasing the range or inflicting a reduction of magic resistance, which means obviously they're going to take more damage for a few seconds. You've then got the Awakening, which can improve this, which I've got them to Awakening 3 here. We've got Soul Reaping as well. Drains the victim's soul after every kill to increase attack for 20 seconds. So you can get up to 45% more attack from this as well. Very, very cool. Very simple kit. As I say, I got into Awakening 3. The first one gave me an enhancement of the basic attack. Second one, a little bit on stats. The third one increases Soul Reaping stat cap to 5. And I think Awakening 5 is actually pretty damn solid as well, but I can't get into that with my current setup. But that's all good. In terms of artifact here, I've got a Skull of Desecration on. Damage received increased by 20%. Gear Raid 1, basically throw him in a corner so he doesn't take any damage. AoE damage, though, is increased by 25%. So I felt like this is pretty solid. And then in terms of his gear, I've gone for trying to push the 100% crit rate. Then I'm pushing attack. And I'm trying to make sure that I've got some attack speed coming in as well. I probably would like a bit more rage regen potentially, but maybe it's not that important. And after that, more attack, more crit damage. So in terms of sets, I wasn't too fussed about the sets. I just wanted good stats. I wanted the crit rate, attack speed, attack bonus. So we got some nice rolls on those. And then I went crit rate on the first slot here because I couldn't get the crit up and I didn't want to steal from my like best geared champions. Looking for attack speed. Then we've got attack percent. Ideally, this would be crit damage or attack percent as well, and I find crit rate elsewhere, but I just couldn't get there with my gear. So I'm going to start by showing you, honestly, like a budget team. So I've got here Azov, and I really like Azov. Azov is very strong. I've done a video on this guy. He's very underrated as well, in my opinion, but Azov has got a nice kind of burning mechanic, so he is maxed near enough, and he's got some good gear, focused on attack with him. That's pretty much it. Attack all the way with a little bit of attack speed. We're bringing in Theowin. He's got very crap gear right now. Low attack. He's really just in there as a bit of a filler. We're bringing in Iona. My Iona is not anywhere near max because I already had good mages in legendaries. But you can see, again, very weak. Okay, and I'm bringing in Aeon, who is a lord for the faction, same faction as Greed. So really, Aeon is in there for her lord bonus. She's, again, very undergeared, not really doing anything. And look how effective this is. So I've just had a go at this on stage 18. So yeah, I've turned off Power of Dominance. We're on stage 18 here. And you can see we're using Aeon for the aura, or for the bonus. That is giving us 20% more damage when enemies are frozen or stunned or immobilized or anything. And I do have a couple of heroes doing that in the squad. I guess you could bring Mary in. Maybe Mary's better because of the way my Theowin is geared. Maybe Mary's just better in this squad. I could also just bring in a couple of healers for the back line, just to kind of do a bit of support work there. So that would make some sense. Shouldn't need that until the end though, honestly, because I just hide people away. But main thing is Greed, back left. His ult just casts automatically. My other main damage dealer is coming in here in the middle. I need to cast his ult. So Azov basically is throwing out a burn which spreads. Look at the way Greed's damage is already spreading throughout these enemies. Absolutely colossal damage. We can then bring in Aeon at the top here. We could bring in Theowin at the back. Maybe Theowin. That work? Yeah, I think that works. And then just to kind of cover people for the later part of this fight, I could just bring in a healer to cover both sets. Make sure I keep popping his ult. Pop her ult as well. But look at the colossal damage that's just spreading through the enemy wave. Greed doing a ton of work. Pop a healer up there. Theowin's ult. Just going to do some. Can't wait to see the damage numbers, like the spread at the end of this fight. And at this point, we're just now popping ults. But Greed's ult goes auto. So actually, we don't need to do anything with Greed's ult at all. That's just going to happen and keep spreading damage. Already coming towards the boss. Look how easily we are burning through these waves. We've honestly, I'd say, I've basically got two champions that have got any sort of gearing that's worth talking about here. Boss is in the mix now. We can just make sure that we're popping healing as we need it. They're going to get themselves through the first wall. We don't... Sometimes, like early on when I was playing this game, I would restart at this point thinking, oh God, they smashed through the wall. We've still got plenty of time to get this done. That's one wall gone. We've got plenty of time. The boss is ticking down. Making sure that everyone is staying topped up with my healers. The healers are honestly a luxury here. They're not necessity, but just keeps more people in the fight for longer. You do take a little bit of splash damage. Boss is starting to go down. The side ads now are pretty much irrelevant, pretty much gone. And then it's just a case of Azov and Greed absolutely annihilating these dudes to death. Like, look at the amount of ticks we've got on from these different abilities that we've got in the team. We're just absolutely smashing them down. We've got half of the back wall still available. We're pretty much just onto the boss now. And he is ticking down nicely. Easy kill, honestly. Easy kill without all of my big hitters in the squad. I couldn't believe it, how well this worked. Absolutely brilliant. And now we're just waiting for basically the burns and the nukes to do their work. The main thing is Greed is doing all of the damage to to the waves of enemies, whereas Azoth is doing a lot of work with his burns to the boss. And that is going to be stage 18 in the dirt, with Greed putting in an absolute shift for the run there. And obviously that would be clearable auto. When you start to bring in bigger hitters, like compared to what I brought in here, it's actually insane. So we end up with a few pieces. Obviously we'll look through those. Just check the stats of damage. So Greed with 23k versus the 13k of Azoth. And Azoth is doing work. As you can see, literally no one else is... I may as well not bought Theowin. I may as well not bought Aeon apart from for the bonus. We got some healing here. And honestly, Iona is kind of like mediocre to nothing geared as well. You saw it. So it's basically a two-man. It's basically a two-man kill of stage 18 for Gear Raid 1, which is brilliant. Like, Gear Raid 1, you definitely want to be punching on, ideally to 18 minimum. Okay, we're going to try 19. I've not been able to take it down yet. It's a massive jump, honestly, from 18, I'm finding. Like, I'm finding this one pretty damn tough. Let's get my Ajax out super early. I think with a Dolores in the mix, buffing everyone. And then we're going to throw Greed. Greed's actually quite expensive. That's the only thing that lets him down. But I think we get Greed down super early as well. Start pumping his ults. Go Dolores into Ajax straight away. Try and clear some of the waves. Then we're going to want, again, around Dolores, I'm going to want my nuke. I'm going to need healers. Like, we do take some damage on this. I think that's probably the best healer for this side. So, starting to get some damage down on one side. So I just drop my Cerberus in. He's cheap. I think I'm going to do it. Drop him in early. Nukes as often as I can. Cerberus gone down. Expected. I think we now get, we get Azoth in. Dolores into Ajax again. Come on. Not done this one yet. So this is new territory for me. Keep that going. Oh, no, she's going to die. She's going to die before I got my healer in. Oh, it's a mistake. Damn it. We killed anyone yet? I don't know if we killed anyone. Like, these dudes hurt a lot. Her in for now. Keep the ults popping. Got a few going down. Okay. Save Dolores ult to go alongside Kame here. Oh, we're still not going to do it, I don't think. Are we going to do it? No, they're still going to get through. Damn. Okay. I'm still not quite there. I'm getting closer to this one, but it's definitely like a step up. 18 to 19 is tough. Maybe I need to bring in some sort of more cheese mechanics, but just see. Still Greed does more damage than anyone in that squad, which is actually nuts. It's actually crazy, right? So Greed, my highest damage dealer, even with all of those legendary units, even with Ajax being buffed by Dolores to do the ults, Greed still pumping more damage. I just want to have one more try at that. Anything I could change up? Do I need more ground units to soak stuff up? I think there's just an overwhelming number of units for that to make any sense. Maybe I do need to be bringing in Laurel, like Laurel cheese type of stuff. Who do I lose? Try this. Let's try this. Last try. Or Gear Raid 1. So I think Greed's got to be first on the sheet, right? Dolores in. I don't feel like Laurel makes sense yet because I haven't put down any of my big hitters. Now she makes sense, though. So we pop her in, take her out, and then we've got ult straight away. Ult. Okay. Hopefully this is a better start. I'm going to put Laurel down whenever we can. Definitely have got to bring a healer this side. These guys alive. Got Ajax on the other side. Kind of need to wait until I can put a healer with him as well. I was going to make the same mistake I made before. Laurel. Ah, man, I've blocked Laurel's spots. Ball's taking some hits, that's for sure. Dolores ult into her ult. Let's get him going as well. Come on. Do I lose? Okay. Greed's gone down. So we're just going to pop. Kill. Some ults going. This is tough. Come on. We're killing more stuff. I'm still not doing enough. But there you go. Actually, again, the showcase here is Greed rather than my skill set. And maybe my gear is just not quite there yet. Or my brain doesn't comprehend what I'm supposed to do. And actually, yeah, look, using that combination of Dolores with Laurel with Kame here is actually probably the way to go. But still, Greed holding his own for very, very like reputable damage. And I think he's a top tier champion for Gear Raid 1. As we saw in the buckets kind of stuff as well there, like if you've got the kind of like AoE, what do you call it, arena, then that's definitely going to be a place to go. Also, if you're doing resource raiding for stuff like gold, then maybe I'm not there yet, so maybe I'll just show you on stage 6 what we could get done here as well. So Greed coming in, not redone this fight for ages. I was already autoing it very easy. I need to move to the next one up, honestly. Yes, I had him in just to kind of hold the back line. Just the work that he's doing. Also, the slow for Gold Raid is like bonkers good. Really, really solid. Start the nukes. I love that he's got an auto ult as well. It's one less thing to like concentrate on. I feel like next thing I need to do is give my Ajax a re-gearing, because I feel like he's just not doing enough work considering how good he is as a hero. Little cheeky one trying to get past. Not today, my friend. Not today. Oh, that's it. There you go. That is it. Absolutely demolished. Obviously, I've got big heroes in there as well. But again, Greed putting in a ton of work. So don't sleep on this free hero. Absolutely brilliant. And yeah, for Gear Raid 1, at least he's going to be massive for your account. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you soon.